Okay, are you guys ready? This is here you go. I'm going to explain to you in total improvisational way the story of FE. Get your clips ready, get whatever you want. I don't really care. Here we go. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. So one day Reggie and Sakurai were out on a walk, and they were walking. They were just, they were walking, and Sakurai was like, "Hey Reggie, you watch anime?" And Reggie was like, "Nah, I don't watch no anime." And he was just like, "Oh, that's upsetting. You should watch anime." And then Reggie was like, "Nah, but I know this guy over at Konami watches anime." So they go over to Konami, and they met this guy. I forget his name, but he made a game about the guy from The Walking Dead, but naked in the middle of just nothing. And they were like, "Hey, you're a game developer guy. You watch anime?" And then Reggie was like, "Yeah, I want to get into anime." So they were like, "Okay, I'm Konami. We know everything about anime." So then Sakurai was like, "Okay, we should make an anime game." And then Reggie was like, "Yeah, that's great. Anime game is exactly what Nintendo needs. Anime." And so then they teamed up with Konami, and they went to Konami's house, and Reggie was like, "Oh man, you got a lot of anime here." And he was pointing at a bunch of manga. That's what it's called, right? Manga. And so then Reggie goes up and starts reading the manga, and it's a manga about Marth. And you guys know Marth, right? And so then Sakurai was all like, "Yo, this manga sure is great. I'm gonna add Marth and his brother Roy to my Super Smash Brothers Melee video game for the Nintendo GameCube." And then so Reggie was like, "Well, that's a great idea, Sakurai, but you gotta talk to Konami about using their manga." And then Konami was like, "It's okay. We're making a game called Street Fighter. You can use the manga. We don't put anime in our anime." And so then Reggie was all like, "Okay, well, these characters are in Super Smash Brothers for GameCube. I think they need to get their own video game." So then he was just like, "Okay, what thing sounds the most anime? Like, how are we gonna how are we gonna appeal to these lovers of manga and anime, all these nerds? We're gonna call it Fire Emblem, because what else sounds more anime than fire? Because you have to have some sort of element thing, and an emblem because we already using the Triforce. So why not make another random, exciting, crazy thing that is all powerful that people can wish on? We don't need the Triforce. We got the Fire Emblem." That's how that, yeah. So they made Fire Emblem, and they decided, you know what? Americans don't know what anime is. Look at Reggie. Reggie didn't know what anime is. Sakurai and Konami knew about anime. So we're only gonna release this game in Japan. Well then, back in 2000 something, 2000 something, they decided, you know what? American people have started to watch Pokemon, and Pokemon is an anime sometimes. So you know what? We're gonna release Fire Emblem Awakening over here in America. But the thing is America only knows about Marth and Roy from Super Smash Brothers Melee for the Nintendo GameCube. So we gotta make sure that our characters in the games slightly look like Marth, so then they're okay. So that's what they did. They released Fire Emblem Awakening over here in America. Reggie was happy because he was making money, and anime was spreading. Yay, anime! And that's the lore of Fire Emblem. The end. there you go. That's the lore of anime. That's the lore of anime. That's the lore of Fire Emblem. Reggie and Konami teamed up. I hope you enjoyed that. That was and before we just lost all of our viewers. Too long to clip. That's okay. You can highlight it. Get somebody to highlight it. I'm surprised people like Lyric or people who actually watch anime didn't come in here and start yelling at me. All right, there we go. Okay. Um I think that was pretty good. I don't know about you guys,